We're having some Netflix and chinchilla this week on the Reptile Parties YouTube channel. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the YYC Nature and Education Center in Calgary Reptile Parties YouTube channel. I am Jason, I'm your host, I am the owner, and I also was on a little show called Scaled on Animal Planet back in 2018. Now I started this company as Reptile Parties doing outreach programs with just reptiles, but in the last year as we've opened and grown our nature center, we have broadened our horizons to include birds and mammals. And I wanted to have sort of some different unique animals that weren't as common as your guinea pigs and your rabbits. So we actually got a pair of chinchillas a year ago, and it was quite a lovely surprise on January 22nd of this year, when one of our amazing volunteers, who was also incredibly helpful with doing things like filming videos, discovered that there were two small little fur balls in the chinchilla cage that had not been there before. So that was 9-10 months ago. So they've obviously grown a lot, but this is our less than year-old chinchillas, KJ, which is named short for Kira Jr., named after Kira who found them. And Meatloaf is our boy because 2 days prior to them being born, we unfortunately lost Meatloaf, and he was one of my favorite singers and performers. So he is named Meatloaf in tribute to that. Now, if you would like to learn about their parents, we do have a video of them that you can check out here. They are Jasper and Jasmine. So Jasper is white, but the babies are gray, like mom. Gray. Well, mom's actually purple, but she's sort of grayish purple. The amazing thing about the chinchillas that floored me, because I'm used to knowing about like mice and rats, is how incredibly independent they were almost immediately. One of the challenges with them being so small, you keep chinchillas in a cage with a lot of height because they are climbers. Well, if the babies had fallen from one of the high spots, it could have broken a leg, and there's no fixing that when they're a baby. So we had to set them up with mom in a flat cage. So we rushed out and bought a rabbit cage and got them all set up. And the next day when I went in to check on them, there were no baby chinchillas in the cage because they had climbed out. They were less than 24 hours old, and they figured out how to escape through the slats on the rabbit cage. When I was less than 24 hours old, I was a screaming bundle of helplessness that literally couldn't function without being carried around by a parent. So I was really amazed at how independent and how smart these guys were right from the start. We, come here, you. We were trying to figure out how to we ended up wrapping the habitat in wire. So as we were trying to get that figured out, I had put them back in the cage, and one of them just looked up at me and then hopped back up in the corner, hopped up and crawled back through the bars. I feel like they were mocking me. You cannot spay chinchillas. It is apparently going to kill them if you try. So at some point, we will be neutering Meatloaf. This sounds hilarious. As well as Jasper. I think we're going to get one more set of babies. We're going to keep these ones, but we've had a few people that have asked for chinchillas. They would like one if we had more. So we'll probably have 2 more babies and raise them up and have that experience one more time. And then Jasper will get the old snipperoo as well. Chinchillas, they're such unique animals. A lot of people, don't necessarily. They certainly don't have the popularity of rabbits. With that in mind, you also don't see as many of them abandoned as you do rabbits. and even guinea pigs and things like that. They need height, and a lot of space. They also need a dust bath, so that's a really big thing. In the wild, they actually roll in volcanic dust because their fur is so dense. It's the second densest fur of any mammal behind the sea otter, that getting wet actually causes problems, and not in the little baby chinchillas explode from their back, and then if you feed them after midnight, they turn to gremlins way. They're very curious animals, which I really like. So they need a tall cage. They can chew. We thought the cage that we bought for them was okay, but they have chewed through the bottom, so we're trying to find some sort of alternative or something that we can do to keep them from chewing their way out, because one of them we walked in, I'm like, oh, there's a chinchilla on the floor. How'd that happen? Because they chewed through the bottom. So that's something you got to keep in mind with things like chinchillas and degus and big chewers, is they can chew through stuff and get out, which is very annoying. So these are our babies, not so much babies anymore. I'm going to add on a couple of pictures at the end of this video of them as babies, just so you can see what they look like. We love sharing these guys with people. They are very, very tame. They've never tried to bite. A little challenging to get them out of their habitat. They like to run around. They're a little shy, but once they're out, they will hang out. They're not super cuddly. They do cuddle sometimes, but this isn't like a lap rodent. But, they're messy. They're a lot of work, but we love having them. And we love having you watch our videos. Great transition there. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to our videos. We've got 2.5 years of content. Everything from reptiles to mammals. We have walking with a cheetah. We have meeting elephants. We have other rodent videos. We have videos with kangaroos and wallabies. So check out our history. I'm sure you'll find some videos that you're going to love, because we do try to educate and include a lot of different stuff. If you're coming to Calgary, make sure you come and visit Meatloaf and KJ and all of our other amazing animals here at the YYC Nature and Education Center. Private bookings are available, as well as we have public ticketed events. All that info is at yycnaturecenter.com. We also have calgaryreptileparties.com if you're looking for a birthday party or event with reptiles. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.